otherwise known as flank, skirt. It's called bavette, French name, and it means bib. And it's from this area here. It's my favourite cut of steak. I got some potatoes there that I've boiled. I've got some garlic and rosemary, bit of oil, bit of butter in a pan. So I'll put those through when the steak's resting. And I've made a chimichurri sauce. You get the canned thing. So all of that is, there's 2 cloves of garlic, a green chilli, parsley, flat leaf parsley, salt, pepper, olive oil and red wine vinegar. And that's a traditional sauce that you'd have in an Argentinian or a Uruguayan, any other South American places that you'd have a grilled meat or a steak. That's the sauce you'd have with a chimichurri. So I've got the pan on here. Nice and hot. All that has gone on the steak is salt. Don't put pepper on it. You can put pepper on after. There's pepper in the chimichurri sauce as well, and there'll be pepper in with the potatoes when that goes in. So into the pan, lay it away from you. Lay it away from you. We'll have in there ready for when the meat's done. So we put it in there, don't mess about with it. Any steak, put it in. If you try to move it too soon, when you lift it, it'll tear and the meat will stick to the pan and it'll tear. There's no oil in that pan because it's a cast iron pan and it's seasoned. So every now and again, what I do, I get the cast iron pan, put salt in there, put it in the oven for about 40 minutes on a 160. Take that out, put the salt out of the way then, and then get a bit of oil and a bit of kitchen roll and rub all of that in and season it and left it. And then when you wash it, you do not use soapy water. All you do, get a scrubber. Yep, we've all met a few scrubbers. Hot water, and that's it. Yes, Oz, we're doing steak bavette. But this sauce goes equally well. This with your barbecue, you know, absolutely fantastic. Lovely. So we've got that there. And as you all know, I cook to temperature, not the times. And a lot of the time cook too high. And you can tell when you're doing a steak. Do that, rare, medium rare, medium. Don't ask for it cooked like that because that's fucking burnt. In the sauces, there is flat leaf parsley, handful of flat leaf parsley chopped up. A green chilli, finely chopped. There's 2 cloves of garlic, really finely sliced. Salt, pepper, olive oil and red wine vinegar. And then you just add it's with vinegar and oils, with any dressing that you make, 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. Whether that's cider vinegar, red wine vinegar, lemon juice, orange juice, whatever you're doing, 3 parts oil, 1 part vinegar. So it's got a good extra virgin olive oil and a red wine vinegar in there. You can put red chilies in there, that's quite common. So that's there now. I haven't touched it, I haven't messed about with it. Still not lifting. Lift and over. If we'd lifted it earlier, it'd tear. So what I do there now, I turn that over. I'm going to get a nice big knob of butter. Don't be shy. Get that in. Give it a good basting. Now in with that, you can chuck in a bit of thyme. I'll do that. Crush a clove of garlic. Bring that in with the butter. Cast iron pan, that'll keep this residual heat. And the secret is to let it rest. Well, where I've infused, so in there I've got some garlic and some rosemary. I've infused that in some butter and oil. All I'll do is chuck that into that in the pan there. It's got all the steak juices and everything. Potatoes are already cooked. Chuck them in. Getting all of that flavour. And we'll let the steak rest. Don't touch it, take it off, leave it. And don't leave it resting in the frying pan. You leave it resting in the frying pan, the residual heat in there will carry on cooking, and all of a sudden you've gone from a rare or a medium rare to a fucked up, well done thing. So, I'm not going to do anything else with it, just the potatoes and the steak. So like I say, you test it. So, that's rare. So your first finger and your thumb, touch it there, you touch the meat, and that's rare. The next one, if you do that, touch the meat, medium rare. Onto that one, and as you feel, that gets harder as you're going along. Do that one, that's medium. That one, burnt. Fucked up. You don't have steak done like that. So that's resting there nicely. You'll get a plate. So what I'll do, I'll cut up one of these now to have with tea. The other one I'll keep, do a baguette or something like that with it, with a chimichurri sauce, some tomato, lettuce, steak baguette. And you can even do like Philly cheesesteaks and all. You can just chuck it back in a pan, put it back through, some onion and all the rest of it. It's not blood. This misconception that it's blood is wrong. A steak is hung, so any blood that's in there comes out when it's hung. If you buy your steak from a reputable place, if you go and get it, you know, from Joe Blogs and it was killed yesterday and it's on your shelf today, then yeah. But it's not blood. It's the meat juices. So they're getting nice and crispy there. I was going to do triple cooked chips, but then I thought, no, I've got some potatoes there, little baby potatoes. We'll boil them up, and then we'll get them in there. Garlic, rosemary, thyme, bit of salt and pepper. Job done. So that's had a couple of minutes resting. Put that one out of the way. and that's what colour it should be. So that was cooked to an internal temperature of 48, taken off and allowed to rest. Knock this heat off here. Just that. Nice, soft, tender, well cooked, well rested. Get that out of the way. Clean down after myself, because no one else will. It's got a steak there. Lay him out a bit so it all gets a bit of this chimichurri sauce. A bit of this butter with the rosemary, garlic and the thyme over the spuds. Bit of sea salt. Fresh black pepper. Steak bavette, chimichurri sauce, garlic, rosemary and thyme potatoes. So much more flavour to that steak. So there we have it. Steak bavette, chimichurri sauce, garlic, rosemary and thyme potatoes.